Hey there, Capricorn. So this is the monthly update portion. The camera just cut off on the other one. You may have noticed that. I was thinking the other day, I really need to clear some of these videos out. Kept getting the space clearing cards. I didn't realize they meant like now. So anyways, fortunately we got the other part of the reading out, and I have not done anything with the cards. They are still where they were when the computer cut out. I have taken a few minutes to go and delete many videos so that there's room to finish this reading. And so welcome back. So this is the mid-month part of the reading for December. Actually Sagittarius cycle. So that'll be December 5th through the 20th. And I started pulling the cards already, and you can always check out, if you haven't already, the weekly video I did for December 2nd through the 8th, and you will see where I started pulling the cards, in case you're wondering why there are some out already. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. So if you have not seen that one, I want to tell you that this next couple of weeks are setting you up for some truly amazing things moving forward here. Some truly amazing things moving forward. So your mid-month update is, the overall energy is that of the ship. And the ship is about big changes, dramatic changes. Your life is going to move from where it is to another place, and you're going to have to cross the oceans to get there. So we have this energy of the clearing the hurdles to get where we're going. We've got this judgment right here where you're walking away from that which isn't working so that you can get to where it is you want to go, and the big transformation. So really so many powerful things at play here. And then we have the new growth, the new doorways, and signs and visions. So big stuff happening. All right, so the key to the situation, in case you haven't ever seen one of my 9-card spreads before, this is thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. The center is the key to the situation, and this is the overall energy. Well, the key to the situation looks a little rough here, I'm not going to lie. You have the whips and you have the bear, but here's what I got from that. Those whips, that's repetitive. And when I see you having to clear the hurdles, that is also repetitive and hard work. And so I feel like the key to the situation is doing the hard work repetitively. So if you, oh gosh, it's like having to go in and weed your garden every week if you want to have a good crop of produce, right? It is being repetitive. It is doing the work and understanding that you are being divinely guided and protected, and there's security involved in this. And also doing this repetitive work helps to create financial security for you overall. The bear represents the fierce mother bear protecting the cubs energy. It can represent a very large entity that you work for. It represents the need to save and protect your financial situation. And so in this case, though, because of everything else that's going on, this feels like you are being protected. It feels like the mother bear protection, but you're going to have to do the hard work. Capricorn, you're no stranger to hard work, so it'll be all right. Just do what you do. Be in your superpower, and you will be fine. And this is for laying the foundation, because when we get into all that energy, when we start with those eclipses, and we have that Saturn and Pluto conjunction, and when we stretch into next year, and we just, on Monday, we've got Capricorn moving, Jupiter moving into Capricorn, so things are going to start expanding. And if you thought things were taking forever to get moving, and they probably were, now it's going to really pick up the pace. And so you're going to have to be on top of your game. And just a reminder that it showed us in the other one to make sure that you're allowing enough time for rest, right? Keeping it in balance. Don't work yourself into the ground, because then you're not good for anyone. So, in the recent past, the information coming in, you have the sun and you have the cross. And the sun, definitely, the cross represents burdens. It also can represent spirituality. And so if you've been on a soul path, the sunlight shining on the soul path here is what that really feels like information coming in that has started to wake you up. Like the sunrise, right? It's the waking up. It's the oh my gosh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be heading. It also makes burdens feel sparklier and light, right? Because you have this gold, and when the sun's shining on it, it kind of lights them up. It makes them visible. Like you can see the hurdles before you run over them. It will show you what needs to be worked on, what you need to do, what you need to be focused on. So actually not a bad placement at all. This is in the past, so you should be able to recognize where like burdens got lightened up, right? That would be lighting up, a play on words, right? Making them lighter, or where they were shown to you so you knew what they were so that you could manage them, or it's about information about spirituality that's science. The sun also represents your solar plexus and your seat of power, and it's just like that shining through and like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to figure some stuff out, right? So in the area of transformation, your transformation is the key. Transformation showed up here too. Your transformation, you choosing, because we have the choice. Like change is happening that I don't think anybody has a choice about. Like the energies are shifting and things are changing. And if anyone who clings and clings and clings to the way things have always been and they think that's the way it's always going to be, are going to have a harder time accepting that things are changing and allowing the transformation to happen and working with the energies of transformation to move in the direction to co-create with spirit is how you're going to come out feeling so successful. This is how you cross the finish line, the winner, right? Is working with the energies. And in the future, in the a place of abundance. The fish represents abundance, and we have the home, and the home represents stability. It represents security. It represents family. It represents feeling at home. And so there's this abundance here in this home arena for you. And Chiron is in Aries, which is in your fourth house of home. And so there is going to be a lot going on there. The healing, the feeling of abundance there. So a lot happening there. But remember the transformation. The key is allowing the transformation and working with the energies. In the recent past, you had a lot of concerns about these mountains, but look, they weren't mountains, they were just hurdles. Right? I've had a couple of visions for you where you were climbing the mountain, and I think there's been some anxiety, but there was that one I had recently where you were above the cloud line. And so that was maybe when the sun started shining, you're like, wow, I can see the top. And so there is going to be repetitive work that needs to be done. This is not a one-off situation. This is going to be, say you want to write a book. You're going to have to sit down every day and write. Okay? If you are trying to build a business, you need to show up every day on time, and you need to make those customer calls or whatever it is that builds the business, okay? If you are trying to build a relationship with your family, you have to show up on a regular basis. That work-life balance needs to be all the time. You can't just have work-life balance this week and then go back to being the workaholic, right? Finding the balance is going to be important. It is, if you are trying to connect with spirit, you need to make that a part of the routine that is regular, right? So show up for meditation once a week, every week on Sunday afternoons, if that's what it is. Or you journal every day for a little bit before you go to bed, or in the morning to set your intentions, or better yet, in the morning to set your intentions, and in the evening to kind of break it down. So in the morning could be just like, set the timer, and for like 10 minutes you write about what you intend to do for the day, what your thoughts and your feelings are, and then in the evening allow yourself to not have a boundary of time, right? Because boundaries are a thing that's overcoming the hurdles, right? It's overcoming that for Capricorn. And so in the evening, set aside time before you wind down for bed, where you turn off the TV, you turn off the computer, and you allow that. It takes about an hour of none of that blue light going on to help your brain settle down to sleep anyway. So why not use that opportunity to sit and journal for a little bit about your day, about what your intentions were for the day, and then how did they play out? How did they play out? So in the future, in the area of your heart, the coffin, transformation, showing up, transformation. There is a big this feels like soul work. I have to be honest. No matter what it is you choose to manifest in the physical, it's your soul purpose. This year, This year is big coming up, 2020. Huge. I can't emphasize how much. There's so many planets in January in particular that's going to be hanging out over there in Capricorn. But Saturn and Jupiter and not Neptune. No, Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto are all going to be hanging out in the sign of Capricorn for the entirety of 2020, just about. At least through December, into December. And so it's a huge year of transformation, of expansion and growth, of spiritual work. It's not easy. We have the whips. It's not easy. It's important. It's why you chose to incarnate at this time in the sign of Capricorn. Like, you chose this path for a reason. And so now I feel like, okay, I've been going through life and I've been settling out the karmic debts of past lifetimes, and I've been helping other people settle out theirs, and I've been doing that preparation work. But now it's like opening up the package at Christmas time, right? Or whatever birthday gift. It actually feels more like a birthday gift, right? It's that birthday gift. The one that you said, when I get to my birthday in 2020, this is the gift I want to unwrap. The gift of my soul purpose. That's what's happening here. It's so amazing. So excited for you. All right. In the recent past, you have been concerned. The mountain here has been, how can I provide for myself? And so this anxiety that's been going on in your heart is, I want to do this transformation. I want to do the soul work. But if I head off in this direction, can I provide a roof over my head, food on the table? Will I be financially secure? But when I see the bear sitting here, I say, yes, Spirit has got you. That's what that looks like. All right. So communication in the arena of action, and also it's, when I say the birds, it's like if you're building an online business, you need to be consistent. If you need to get in contact with your suppliers or your purveyors or your customers, you're going to need to be lots of communication, okay? And this communication helps to build the nest egg, the nest, whatever. So building the structure of your business through communication when it's in the action step, that's what that looks like to me. That's how you will be secure. And again, and like, look, there's so many pieces, right? All these whips have all these little pieces to them, and so does a nest. It's piece by piece by piece. It's consistency. It is going to be regular, consistent effort to clear the hurdles. Regular, consistent effort clears the hurdles. I know this was for the week, but it feels so much bigger. It feels so much bigger. There's been a couple signs where I feel like this is, and actually I think in general, everybody is just, there's so much happening with all this energy that this week, this break before we get to that full moon and all the things start chaining off, and we came out of, Mercury goes direct, oh my gosh, sometime this week. Either on the 8th or the 9th or the 10th, so it might be next week, but it is about to not go direct, be out of shadow. And so this is the week where we catch our breath, where we prepare and we start setting up the structures, right? Capricorn likes structures. Set them up this week. What are my structures? What are my plans? Because remember, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's go time. It's go time. And your outcome. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so you do have the scythe that showed up. The scythe is cutting out what doesn't work, what no longer serves. This is in the action. This is in the future. This is you separating the wheat from the chaff, right? The wheat will financially support you. The straw is again, with this repetitive stuff. So you're going to have to work. It's not going to be easy eliminating the aspects that don't work so that you can produce. But I can see that you're going to produce abundance. We have the fish. This is in the house of stability. And so stability is going to be created by regular clearing out of things like, oh, I don't know, the videos that you have so that you have space to record more, right? It's the regular clearing out of what doesn't work so that you can allow the abundance to come in. So stability in the heart space and stability financially, because you're finally, this is what you came here to do. That's where you're at. You came here with a soul purpose. And Capricorn, 2020 is the year you get going on it. Like really going on it. And it's not easy. But you're spiritually guided and protected. Make sure you are in communication with your spirit. That you're calling in this energy. But this is a big deal. This is a big deal. You can do this. This feels so amazing. I wish you could feel the energy that I'm feeling as I'm looking at these cards. My whole body is lit up and tingling, like every single chakra, all of the nerves. I mean, this is some amazing energy. So let's get some guidance on financial. I feel like there's more. Hold on. There we go. On some financial stuff, because finances seem to be playing a part in all this. So, okay. All right. Well, let's start with this one. First off, stop complaining. Because right now the manifestation energy is so flippin' high. If you're complaining about finances, if you're complaining about anything in your life, you are going to draw and attract that in. And why? Because it lowers your vibrational energy. And so those are lower vibrational energies that will be attracted to you. So first thing, if you find yourself complaining about something, someone, some issue, some situation, whatever it is, I encourage you, I highly strongly suggest that what you do is you write it down on a piece of paper, write all the stuff about it that bothers you, and then go burn that sucker and let it go. And say, I release this. It no longer serves me. I release this. I cut this out of my life. It no longer serves me. I can't get to the abundance, right? You can't without releasing the crap. You need to make space for something new to come in. If you're all cluttered up with all the negative crap from the past, the videos that they're already on YouTube. I don't need to store them on my computer. They no longer serve a purpose. They needed to be cleared out so I could create this new video. It's not an accident that it happened in your reading. And it's not an accident that it happened, honestly, after I recorded the one thing and went to the next thing, because then I don't have to re-record. I was being protected and guided through that process. And you are too. And you are too. And so, declutter. So we have declutter, and we have no more complaining. So what in your life do you need to let go of to create room for the things that you desire to bring in, to do your soul purpose, to bring in this abundance of love and happiness and wealth, to create the stability in your life? What needs to go? And if you don't even know yet, start with your closet. That shirt that's really super old with holes in it and you always push to the back, why is it taking up space in your closet? Start there. That beautiful sweatshirt that you really, really love but you never wear, there's never seems to be a right place for it, donate it. If you're not using it, you don't need it. If it's not good enough for anyone else, get rid of it. If someone else could find joy in it, then donate it. Start there. Go through your underwear drawer this month. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Go through your underwear drawer. You don't like it because it's too tight. It's got holes in it. The elastic's worn out. It just kind of rides up funny. Anything, throw it out. And then in January, treat yourself to some new underwear for your birthday. Do it on the new moon in Capricorn, day after Christmas. Right? Everybody's going to have all those sales. Whether you celebrate the holiday or not, those sales are happening. So go get yourself something. Have a fresh start. Right? So that You know, buy something nice too. Like you threw out 40 pieces of really nasty underwear and you may only have enough money to go buy 3 or 4 new ones. It's okay because you weren't wearing the other ones anyways because you always push them to the back, so it doesn't matter. So splurge and get yourself something really nice. That when you put it on, you go, yes, I am abundant. I am limitless. I have unlimited ideas. I can create whatever I want. I am on the path. And every time you put on that underwear, feel empowered by it. Nobody has to see it, know it, but hey, if someone does, that's nice too. We do have this heart showing up here. And we have organized for success. And this is all of this. This is so key. Organizing for success, right? First off, Capricorn likes to be organized. We like to have a little bit of structure in place. It's comfortable. So not only is it comfortable, but it's productive. Right? So do what you need to do to get things organized this week. Even if it's organizing by writing it on paper and setting dates for when you're going to do things, get yourself organized, get yourself going. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, love. Let's talk about love. What does Spirit need you to know about love? Okay, so we have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. If you have been recently, if you've met somebody, things seem to be going a little slow, don't worry about it. Actually, right now you have a lot to focus on. And this is in the future, the stability in the heart. This isn't happening in the now. It's happening in the future. So the groundwork that you lay now will get you there. It's already promised to you in the future, right? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. This is your soul purpose. Deep in your heart, you already know what's right. You know where you want to go. You know what I'm talking about here. You know. This is not, you're not confused by what I'm talking about. Not right now. Not with all this energy. And we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. That's part of this weight energy, I think. It's also because we have, remember, divine timing is part of this. The fates are at work here. So you do the work. You will receive the reward. You put in the day work. You overcome the hurdles day after day after day. And then eventually you will cross that finish line first. And I don't know if you know this, but above his head there's a barn swallow. There's a bunch of barn swallows there. And barn swallows are representative of the energy of our loved ones that have passed that are there communicating with us. It's an easy way for them to communicate. So your ancestors, your guides, they're cheering you on. They're watching over it and they're leading the way, right? So ask them. They can, from a bird's eye view, they're seeing more than you're seeing. So tap in and have the conversations. Tap in through the communication. It's so, meditation is great. And I highly recommend taking time to learn how to meditate if you don't already know how to do it. And it just, for me, it started out, I could just spend a little bit of time on Sundays. Because it just like sitting still, really. But then I found that it got easier. But I'll tell you what, immediately I saw results from was journaling. And so journal and also practice the meditation. And the meditation can just be laying on the floor up and feeling the support of the ground beneath all of you and breathing in all the way up from your toes, allowing that air to just fill up your body and then expel it. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you do it audibly, it actually clears your throat chakra, which makes the whole communication with other people a lot easier. Okay, then. We're taking these cards. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Wow. So much. I'm going to do the first one here. We have the trick. This little monkey is the most negative card of the bunch, and not really. It's a warning. Okay? Things may not be as they appear. Do not just hear. Listen. Do not just hear, listen. And we had the clouds, right? Where it was like, listen for the inspiration, the guidance. So guidance comes in strange places from interesting things. But if you pay attention, people always tell you who they are, for good or for bad. So listen with all of your senses, okay? Don't just sense, feel, be present, be prepared to lose if you take this risk. Yet you are an incisive problem solver, and you can see through the deception. So there's one negative card. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positive cards. So this is a warning. You know, it's hard work, and you need to pay attention, and you need to be alert, and you need to be assessing the situation. How much distance is it to the next hurdle? It's like the steeplechase, remember? Some of them are higher, some of them are lower, and some of them have more distance between them than others. And so you're going to need to be aware, be paying attention. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Okay? So, new journey and new beginnings. New journey, new beginnings, and opportunity. Right? So I told you, this is big. It's an opportune time. You are a wise soul and a preeminent strategist. You know your motives, and you anticipate the successful outcome before the move is even made. You are on the right track. I love that they use the word track too. It is. It's a steeplechase race. You can do this. You have new beginnings. It is step into the journey without fear. The time is now. Follow your instincts and have faith in the new beginning. The road ahead is filled with excitement and joy. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are protected and led by your spirit guide. And I really think that's this bear here. And then the new journey. You have known this new venture for some time. I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you do. It's not like you're going, oh, I wonder what she means. That thing that you've been like, I kind of really want to, but I'm not really sure if I should. Can I do it? That thing right there, that one. That's the one. Okay? You've known about it for some time, and you have prepared well for it. And resonate with your calling and move forward without looking back. Your courage and determination will be celebrated. This isn't a mid-month. I don't care what anyone says. Okay, we have truth. Always stand in the light of your own truth. Your truth is your truth. Everybody's truth is their truth. And perception does affect what we believe. And just because other people don't necessarily see your truth as their truth, that doesn't matter. That might be one of those things that needs to be removed from your life, right? Don't forget, you're going to have to cut a lot of things out as you go along. You have arrived at a sense of realization. You have always known the root of the problem. Although you have reached a new outlook in life, you continue to hesitate. Action and discipline is required. Stop procrastinating. Action and discipline are required. The whips are action and discipline. Wow. I never knew that. I've been doing Lenormand for a few years now. I've never thought of it in exactly that phrase, but it's exactly what the whip is. It's action and it's discipline, and it is in the key position of your reading. And the key is also in the transformation. What a reading. All right. You have grounding. And so your earth sign and grounding is going to be really important, especially as you're leaping over hurdles you need to touch, right? So that's that resting. That's not that always being up in the air, flying over the hurdles, but it's also coming down and feeling the ground underneath your feet. And so I'm going to strongly recommend that at least once a week you make a date with yourself to lay on the ground, the floor. It doesn't matter. And imagine roots coming out of your body and that you're being held and cradled by Mother Gaia, Earth. And just breathe. If you can get out in nature, better yet, right? As much time, just rest with your back against a tree and allow the energy to flow through you and clear you. Salt water bath helps to ground also, because the salt comes from the earth, right? So every week, find time. Set some time aside. Put it on your calendar. Show up for yourself, right? Show up for yourself. We have this with the truth, too, here. It says, stand up forcibly for what you believe in. Your strength and intelligence will get you through. Don't rush your decision based on limited information. Welcome others' constructive opinions, but don't allow yourself to be pushed. Don't allow yourself to be pushed. This is standing in your truth. You know what this is. And then you have compassion and inspiration. Right? So, the compassion. This is for yourself and this is for others. This is Kuan Yin. She is an Ascended Master who is really happy to work with you if you would really like to tap into that energy. Especially being Capricorn, being the father of the zodiac, right? Tapping into Kuan Yin, who's in the mother of the zodiac realm, would be a great way to bring balance into your life. And so, asking for her to come in and help you for the highest and the best good of all. When you're doing your meditation, you might find that very beneficial. It says, embody compassion, open your heart to kindness, understand the world with unconditional love and forgiveness. Kuan Yin is here to protect you, heal you, and your loved ones are safe. All is well. This is that Mother Bear energy. That is the Mother Bear energy. And then you have inspiration. Inspiration, it has water is the sign. So you have water and you have some earth here going on. All right. Water. The mystic power of water has brought you new passion, inspirations, and a burst of creative energy. Feeling and sensation can overwhelm at this time. Use this opportunity to manifest your desires with your intuitive and emotional intelligence. I'm going to show you something. I don't think I've shown you this before. I have these jars, these mason jars, and I took indelible pen, in different colors, and I wrote down on them things like supportive, creative, self-worth, abundance, beauty, prosperity. I have 4 of these. I fill them up with water at the beginning of the day, and I try to drink all 4 of them by the end of the day. It doesn't always happen, but I put it in the sunlight, and I allow the blue light to filter in, which blesses the water. I bless the water as I'm pouring it in, because I'm sometimes really busy and I'm just pouring it in and I don't think, but that way my water is blessed. And it's blessed, and water picks up the energy of what it sees and what it feels. And so by putting positive affirmations on my jar, I help to infuse the water with positive energy. And so then I try to drink it during the day, and I try to remember that I'm using it to heal my body from the inside out. All the emotional issues of lifetimes, right? So you can do that. Also, showers, baths, great for places for inspiration. Walking by the river, down to the lake, the ocean. You know how water inspires you and fills you up. So you can do it from the inside out by drinking blessed water, and also getting into a saltwater bath, which would do both. It would allow you time to just meditate. You could meditate while grounding and be exposed to water. And so I really want to encourage you to have a weekly bath date for yourself. Light the candles, music if you want it, and just relax. Okay? You have, oh my gosh, so much ahead of you. This is amazing. I don't even know if I want to do these other cards. Because I feel like there's so much here. This reading is longer than, yeah. Okay, Capricorn, you needed it. You got a big year ahead. Okay, so work-life balance coming up again. We have health. Okay, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Adequate water, hydration. Eat the healthiest foods you can afford. and resting when you need it. Do not drive yourself into the ground. That feels so important this year. This is, I'm going to say one more time, it's a marathon, right? Okay, and we have failure that came up. And so it came up with self-esteem. If you knock down a few hurdles when you're running, you're not out of the race, BTW. You might get there a little slower, but you cross the finish line. But it's practice, and you get better at it. And so failures aren't failures. They're just opportunities to learn, opportunities to grow. And so don't allow what your perception of a failure is to hold you back, because you are limitless. You have the abundance of the universe open to you. So this year, I want you to love yourself. I want you to grow. I want you to allow yourself to follow your soul's journey. You're at a new beginning, right? New beginning, new journey, opportunity. Don't waste it. I don't think you can if you wanted to be honest. So just, make the most of it. All right? You take care. We'll chat soon. Maybe not this long, but we'll chat soon.